Hey, Warren Eckstein here, answering some more questions from listeners. Here's a question that came in from my friend Valerie. Hey, Warren, I adopted a 6-month-old tabby from a rescue who was fostered from 5 weeks old. She is now a year old. She's a sweet cat and very affectionate, but she will freak out as if I'm torturing her if I try to hold her or pick her up. Now, I know the foster had small kids and wonder if they hurt or dropped her when she was a baby. Will I ever be able to hold her, or should I stop trying? This is the only negative aspect of her personality. I feel sad. Is that bad? No, we'll get you through this, I promise. Listen, I deal with so many cats that have been either purposely abused or abused accidentally. I hate to use the word accidentally, but very often people are unaware how sensitive and how tiny our cats can be. I see people pick up their cat and then drop it from knee level to the floor. That hurts a cat. It's not great for a cat. Yeah, they land on their feet most of the time, but it still hurts. Kids inadvertently can be really tough with cats. They can push them around, they can pick them up, they can toss them. Very abusive. I don't know if that's the case here, but it sounds to me like it might be. Very often when you have a cat or a dog, it makes no difference, that associates something specifically like touch with a pain, they're going to pull away from that. It's normal behavior to stay away from things that are adverse in terms of making them feel bad. So what are we going to do about this? Number one, the most important thing that we can do right now is before you go to pet the cat or anything, just walk by her, touch the head, walk away. Maybe a couple of days later, touch the head a little bit longer, walk away. Don't let the cat react before you leave. If every time the cat associates now you touching her with something positive happening, whether it be you leaving or giving her a treat afterwards, that's going to make the difference. It sounds to me like maybe the kids, as I said, inadvertently abuse the cat in, not purposely, but in a way that kids can. Plus the fact that kids are animated in the way they move and the way they talk, and all these things can freak a cat out. So it's real important. Number one is what I want you to do is if you feed the cat once a day, maybe you should start feeding the cat smaller amounts, maybe 2 or 3 times a day. I think that would be real important as well. Number two, in the area where the cat tends to hang out the most, take an article of your clothing and leave it there. Let her start associating her quiet time with your scent. That's important. Whenever you leave the house, also, I would leave a radio on. Now, this may sound a little eccentric and a little crazy. I have no children, okay? So when I adopt or rescue or take in a pet, what I do is when I leave the house, I always leave either the radio on or the TV on. I know what you're saying. We all do that. Yeah, we all do that. But listen to what I listen to. I leave the TV on to children's stations, maybe children singing, maybe Nickelodeon or whatever I put on TV. Why? I want the cat or the dog to start hearing those animated voices that children have without necessarily thinking that something's going to happen. So a positive experience with those voices, and gradually, little by little, you leave it on. What we want to do is called counter conditioning. Now make the cat associate positive things with the touch, whether it be a quick touch on the head, give him a treat, quick touch on the head before you feed him, walk away. Leave the cat wanting. That's the most important thing. Now, it's not going to happen overnight. I also recommend that when you're sitting around with the cat, you have conversations with the cat. Literally, have a talk with him. This way, the more he hears your voice, and then you tap him on the head and walk away, he associates that positive association with your voice with the touch as well. Again, it's not going to happen overnight, but let me tell you, over the years, I have worked with so many cats that have come out of horrible, really horrible situations. In fact, in my cat book, How to Get Your Cat to Do What You Want, the first couple of chapters are on building up the cat's confidence, building up the cat's self-image, and that's what we got to start from. So I'm assuming that this cat was in a situation where the children were rough on him. We have to reverse that now, little by little. Every time a quick touch, walk away, it's always associated with something positive afterwards, a treat, a toy, even a quick conversation. Good luck. Keep me posted. Call me on the show and let me know how you're doing.